Andrea, thank you so much for taking the time to talking with me.
Yeah, of course.
Now you've been 5 weeks at Finca Soley,
Yeah.
and maybe you want to present yourself for a moment?
Yeah, of course. I'm Andrea. I'm 24 and I'm from Mexico. I've been, as Isa said, 5 weeks here in the farm, and I've been working on the volunteer program, and I'm on the certification program also.
Thank you so much. So maybe we start with the certification program. Today's your last day, so it's going to be an exciting day.
Yeah.
And maybe you can share a little bit about what was it about, like how did it look like?
Okay, so it consists in an assignment per week that you do. You do like kind of a research. Well, it's a research every week to learn more about horses, their feedings, their like social environment, social behavior. Like we did one of like this bad day, like to know how like what to look for in a horse, how to do a quick checkup on them, and all of them had activities at the end, very fun activities actually. One of my favorite was to go on the pasture to see the horses, how they behave, and yeah, it was really fun.
Nice, thank you. So that is the Equine Care Specialist certification that you were doing. And you said you had weekly assignments, and they had a theory part where you do the research and then a practical part, right? And then in the end of the week, you would do a presentation.
Yeah,
did you enjoy that? How was that process look like? How was that presentation? What could I imagine when I listen to that? What do I need to expect for this presentation?
Actually, it was a great idea because we could have only like research and that's it. Like I give you my homework and that's it for like the assignment. But you chose to have a presentation where we could explain what we researched and our new like foundings and stuff, and then you would like share yours, and it would be like a whole information for us, and it's really valuable.
Nice. Thank you so much. All right. We just moved a little bit out of the beautiful Costa Rican morning sun. So we're not blinded by the sun. So we were just talking about the assignments, and then in the end, there is a practical test. So what is that about? What do you learn, or you feel like prepared? You feel like you learned everything that is asked from you, or how would you describe that process through the weeks?
Yeah, of course. You gathered all the practical information of all the assignments, so I could like be prepared. Also, you gave me like all the topics that I would be asked for, and that was pretty helpful. But actually, when you gave it to me, I was like, oh, I know all of this because we do it day by day, actually.
Yes. Yeah. So it's like a full hands-on learning program where like through the daily activities you learn, and then accompanied it's by the assignments where you get more in-depth background knowledge. Yeah. Great. So let's come a little bit about the volunteer part, because you have chosen this in a volunteering setting. Yeah. So that means you were required 25 hours work per week. Yeah. And could you describe a little bit the work activities you were doing?
Yeah, of course. It was actually a pretty hard work every day. Yeah, totally. Physically and mentally, it was challenging for me, even though, as I told you yesterday, I work out, and when I read the information or the instructions of Finca Soley in the webpage, and it said like you needed to be like exercise and stuff, and I would be like, oh, that's fine, I am. But then it was pretty challenging for me, also because it's my first time doing all of this, and I think at the first weeks I was a little bit clumsy, and I took longer to do all of the work here. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a very normal process, right?
Yeah.
That you need to like learn that jobs, of course, when you arrive with a background in horses, like the mucking, the grooming, the picking the hooves,
Yeah.
everything will be falling in place much easier. But also the program should like be or should accommodate people that are just starting. So I'm trying to give everybody room to explore that and learn. But yeah, I think that's a valuable information for people back home that think, you know, should they pick the program or not? Like that if you choose the volunteer part, you are expected to work. It's an exchange. I am always super happy to accommodate work if people say like, oh, I can't do that physically, but I'm happy to help in the social media. I'm going to cut a YouTube video or whatever. But yeah, I think that's an important information. It's not just like a lazy, cheap vacation.
Not at all. No. But actually, I was talking with my father about this, and he was like, oh, but like, as you told me, you've learned so much even for mucking out every stall. So it was precious and valuable for me, everything I did in here.
Nice. So you wouldn't choose different?
No.
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and there, just to mention that there is the option to join Finca Soley. We have different guest options, and you've met many guests here that come to a vacation, and you can also do the certification program without being a volunteer or working at the farm. So just the information, if you want to look into that, if that might be more of your interest. Let's talk a little bit about the lessons. So beside the assignments and the equine care specialist, we were working on some basic trainer skills.
Yeah.
So what did you choose? What did you learn here?
So on my first weeks, I think I had like a couple of riding lessons, but then I met the groundwork lessons and I just fell in love with them. I wanted to focus more on them because I think I came here with 9 horses and 2 ponies. And firstly, I was not feeling really confident around them, and I was pretty insecure, and that lessons told me so much about how to behave also, like, and also how they behave, how they communicate. In this week we've been working on that, and you will be like, oh, she's going to do this, she's going to do that. Like, look for these clues that they give you, because they can't speak but they are communicating.
Yes. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So you choose by yourself to be on the ground. And that's something I just thought to share, or it's also an important information, because I have people contacting me. We have a weight limit because we have maybe smaller horses. We have some bigger horses, but still there is a weight limit on our horses because they have to deal with many different riders. And if you are above this weight limit, you can always come, and I had several people do that and be really happy and learn so much, just be on the ground. Like even Andrea, I asked her several times, you want to go back on the saddle? And she was like, no, for now, I really want to, I want to master the groundwork.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, I loved it, totally.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
So the horses are very well taken care of.
Yeah.
And that requires work, right? And that's here we have the equine care specialist, and that's why they are so well taken care of, because we have wonderful volunteers that come here and put in all that work.
Yeah.
I'm very, very grateful for that, and people who see that. We have the volunteer program since 11 years now. So there had been a lot of people at Finca Soley taking care of our horses and learning that specific care that we need in a tropical environment.
Yeah. And I also wanted to say, like, we had a couple of kicks also, and you were like pretty quick to manage that and to watch and to like say, we need to take care of this right now. Also the bats, we have a couple of bat bites. We put garlic on them and they're pretty taken care of.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So the kicks were referring to horses kicking horses.
Yeah.
Not
Totally.
people.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. When we see an injury, like we have health checks twice per day, so that we really make sure that the horses are well. What's the most important, I think, for the Finca Soley project is that the horses are well.
And to put like medicine on them, wash it, and all of the procedure. Yeah.
Thank you. So when we retreat from the horses and we have our accommodations, food, could you describe a little bit how that looks like, that setting? Yeah.
So we have our own room and we share it. There are like, I think in my room there are 3 beds, a bathroom. We share 1 bathroom. There's 1 bathroom in each room. Then we have a kitchen. It's so big, and in the kitchen we have like a sofa and a place where you can rest. And I would like work there sometimes in the computer. Really peaceful environment. And you can also go to pasture to see the horses and just watch them being them.
Nice. And how was the food?
Oh, great. Anna's a great cook. I've only heard like so much nice things about her from all of the guests that been staying here in my time here. And I would also say like she's not only a great cook, she has a great personality, always smiling, always being so kind to everyone.
Yeah, she's an absolute sweetheart.
Yeah.
She's like our mama in the kitchen.
Yeah, totally. She's like, oh, have you eaten or have you rest? How are you? Go rest. I will help you this. And yeah, she's so good.
Yeah, she's the big heart of the farm.
Yeah.
So maybe to like explain that also a little bit how this works is we have the lodge, the Finca Soley lodge, and the people who come here, no matter if they're guests or volunteers, they will be accommodated in the lodge area. So they stay in the same rooms. We use the rooms for guests or volunteers. We have the guest house that usually accommodates guests. And then there is the food, so everybody eats together. So we do have like that community aspect, and that's what the payment is for the people who are in the volunteering or choose the volunteering program. They pay for that part up there, and then down here is where we exchange the work for the lessons. So we have like an exchange program that would even be better explain it, because volunteering in the very like old name of it would mean that you just give without getting something back, right? Like you volunteer at an elderly home, you go there to play cards with the old people, you don't expect them to give you something back, right? So we use that term in that context, but really what it is here, or how I see it, it's an exchange. I feel one thing that's really important to know is in this kind of like exchanges is you can expect to get out what you put in. I think that's very important, and it's something I live like probably my life at since many years. Okay, now we can talk a little bit about the area. If you would leave Finca Soley, how do you feel safe here?
Oh I feel safe. I've been alone in my room this last week, and I've been feeling pretty secure. My parents were like, "Is it okay? Like, do you need to call us or something?" I was like, "No, it's totally fine in here. We have dogs to protect us also." But no, and I've been around the area and everyone looks like really, really kind, our neighbors and stuff. So no, I feel totally safe.
Nice. Excursions, you've done just a very few, I think. You were really staying at the farm. You did a few by yourself, right? And then a few, I think, guided excursion from Finca Soley. Did you feel like prepared for everything you do now? You're from Mexico, so you're very used to the Latin American culture and everything, but is there something that you would say about that area, that you could share about that area?
I think it's a great plus for everyone, that tours that you offer, because you're helping also the local businesses here. I went to the chocolate tour, and they've been saying like, oh yeah, we have people from ISA all the time, and I think it's really good to do that. Also, they're so kind. Everyone here, every people that I've met here in Costa Rica, they're being great, totally. So I think it's a value added
Yeah.
for the finca.
Yeah, Costa Ricans are beautiful people. I think that's something that
Yeah.
people really realize when they come here, how sweet they are and helpful and friendly. So I think that's yeah, that's nice that you mentioned that. That like makes Costa Rica very unique, apart from the beautiful nature we live in and the jungle and the sound of the jungle that I think you can hear in the video too.
Yeah.
And we have sloths, so you have.
Oh, yeah, I saw one here.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Cool. Is there anything you would add, like, something that whoever watches that would need to know, like, if they want to decide, shall I do the same program you did or not? Is there something you could give to somebody or say to somebody?
So I've said I wouldn't choose differently from the volunteer program, but I would tell myself like, okay, you have to be very focused and you have to be open to this world because you know nothing. Like we have been talking about it, like, oh, I saw some videos and I was like, oh, that's great, like a Hannah Montana summer and stuff. But it's not. It's really hard work, so you need to be very aware of that and also be open to learn in every aspect about horses, about your personal life. I've learned so much about me as well, and I love this experience. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, would you recommend this?
Yeah.
Would you recommend who would you recommend? Like, who would you say is the right candidate?
So, I would actually recommend this to everybody. I've been thinking the work with horses, it sensibilize you to everything, to other animals, to people. It's a great experience also because here are treated so well. So I would recommend it to everyone, and well, more specifically like the horse lover persons, yeah, and people that want to have this connection with horses, not just riding, and also people that want to learn more about this.
Thank you so much. So for people who want to dive deeper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
And if I may ask you, what would you say are the biggest learnings if you pick 3 things, like on whatever scale, like it can be from the horses, but on a personal scale, what would be the biggest learnings that you will take from Finca Soley?
Yeah, okay. So the first one that came into my mind was this confidence I'm talking about, because I've only been in this world for a couple of months. So I would feel pretty insecure, like, should I go into the stall with them or not? How would they react? Am I invading their space or not? So I think that was great for me to practice in the groundwork, in the horsemanship, natural horsemanship lessons. I think that would be my biggest one. And then the assignments. It's like a couple of them were like more technical about how they eat, what they eat, how much should we give them. And here, each horses, we talked about this Monday, that each and every one of them has different needs in food. So I've been so grateful to learn this technical stuff too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
taking the time. And if you are interested in the program, you can check out the website, www.fincasoley.com. We have an Instagram that's pretty active. And of course, besides the longer term volunteering programs, we have short-term learning opportunities if you're interested to learn more about horses, horse psychology, but also equitation and riding. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
I wish you all the best. I hope to see you back.
Yeah.
I would really love that. We're neighbors.
Yeah.
And yeah, have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye.